Welcome to Weekly Update, guys. Today I will be covering some of the macros which contribute to maybe the velocity, maybe some commodities like gold, copper, silver, West oil, and some cryptocurrencies. My name is and I'll be sharing my insight and my trading plans for the next week. Firstly, we're going to of course look at the US dollar index. Over the past few weeks, we have seen it a bit trending up a bit. But is this enough? Is this sufficient for a full out pullback yet? Full out reversal yet? As you can see, we kept making ever since this bullish divergence back in July and to September, which means that liquidity is kind of, I would say it, tightening, which means less dollar are being running roaming in the street. So what does that mean? It means that we're looking for a reversal upwards. But recently, if you look at the Euro USD, we see a bit of a contrarian move. Why is that? Because the Euro is actually strengthened compared to the USD. Because it's just a slight pullback for a bigger sell. For the USD, for the Euros, we are having a bearish divergence. We have not great bearish divergence that because it could actually go down and reverses, but also means that it could be a sideways move and then a move up. See, let's get that out of the way. We're just going sideways for the last few months, but I don't know if it's deciding that we're going to head down or is it a consolidation we saw before bigger move. But currently we are trading above the value area low, and let's look at the VWAP. We were measuring it on the anchor VWAP. We're going to anchor it back down ever since this low in February. You'll see that we haven't tested some of these vol yeah, the middle band of the volume weighted average price. Let's say if we choose that low, assume this low, we are hitting the support here and we're bouncing back. So it's a bit of a subjectivity with that. But for the shorter term, back in May is probably more accurate. We are trading down the upper the high band and we are trading above the middle band. So I'm still bullish on the euros. On the macro side, that's the technical side. The macros, core PC for the USD. I haven't seen any US government shutdown, but this week we have had in Friday. No, we will have in Friday. German crash manufacturing PMI, German PMI, German PMI, German PMI. Let's search up the euros filter. It's all just German economy at this point. But the euros haven't actually got any updates for a few weeks. Yikes. It's just PMI of the euros. And let's look at the central banks, right? USD. We have seen quite a rate stable. The rate has been a bit stabilized for a few months now, and the monetary policy is still on. The inflation data is still fine. Unemployment claims it's a bit worse, so it puts some pressure on the arrows. But But until the data are published, I wouldn't do anything with the arrows. Maybe some short-term scalp, but for the macro side, I don't find any trade coming in there. I mean, you just look at this. You could make some bits in back in here. Just put your stop loss below this because it hit this clear gap or what imbalances, whatever you call it. You take out a lot of lows too. Take out this low, take out this low. Could be a long sell, but it could also be a bearish setup to going the Fibonacci, right? That when orientated this low. See, we are rejecting this. Is this a pullback or is this an actual reversal before we continue going downwards? Hard to know. Hard to know, but for a short term, of course, can we go bullish? Can we go higher? Maybe not, because we have hit overbought on the RSI in last Friday. We expect it to just rebalances to a bit. Maybe we'll test the dot 16, 1.16 area, and maybe we can head higher. My scenario would be something like this. Could be a 5-wave move up, but for my, I don't really know that much about edit webs. We need to learn it in future. Okay, that's for the arrows. I don't really find any trades on the arrows. Probably looking for pullbacks and then go long. Okay, check ideas. What's it? What time is it? Today is 19th of October. This is my birthday, guys. Happy birthday to me. Yeah. Oh, for the arrows. Let's see. Wait for pullbacks in the long. But I have to be clear to this because let us look at the US 10 Treasury yields. We have been on a bit of a risk of environment. Oh, the risk, yeah, it's risk of environment ever since May, and less and less people are buying bond yields. Instead, they're going to buy gold and other assets. But we've been seeing a bit of a pump in here. We may likely have bottomed out. Just look at it from a technical side. Lower low on the price action and high low on the other side, which indicates a buy position for the US 10 years might be a better bet, which also means that risk asset will go up if we do see a move like this. Oh, sorry about I got a hiccup. So if yields goes up, what does that mean? That means that the dollar will be weakened and the euros will be much stronger, which also invalidates this thesis of mine. It will still let's connect this three trend line. See that we have break over. If you look at it from this point, we have break over that trend line and have been trying to reverse about that. But also look at this. I almost hit overbought. I mean, so could we go have a pullback? Look at Farley, we have quite a big pullback. So but I try to go to overbought first. Much like the arrows, I'm going to correct down a bit. So that means the strategies it could go up. I would rather bet that it would go up than it go down if you look at it just from the technical side. Now from the macro side, the yields haven't been out, so no, I don't know. Next is gold. I'm still having this long on gold. This not really a It's not really a long-term trade. It actually was just a scalp trade. So to make it, I was done too long here. But for last week, we've seen a big retail flooding the street by gold. Every single place is just ripping up to buy gold. And as the current side, or if retails are just going to buy this much gold, I mean, this go both ways. This will go both ways. It could be that people are just taking profits, and then it can continue back upwards. I feel quite a bit of a correction. So I will just rather just go long and then follow the trend till it breaks until end. For gold, I am capacity to longs in my spot bets, but from like 3800. Yeah, 3800. I shared it on my Discord channel. Where's that? Yeah. The big gold. Find some few other gold. No trade. So for gold, okay, expecting price to go up, but at some point, if retails are buying, yeah, I expect it to have a bit of an ABC correction towards the downside, and it can hit the volume area high, but it also have a further pullback. Let's see. Really, yeah, a quick pullback to the exact dollar accuracy of the value area high to $4,000 would be a better bid out. But I will just keep my bid in here. I already have my stop loss break even, and it was just a short-term trade. Okay, that's this for gold. For copper is a bit different. For the US, I mean, obviously government shutdown, seeing anything. Well, I have to just have to follow the. I might have to follow the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar to have a better view on gold. But gold is not really rallying, but recovering back up to $6, which means that the economy and manufacturing is slowing down, and the manufacturing is slowing down, and gold collapses. The economy is slowing down, people losing jobs. The government will have to cut rates to stimulate the economy, and through that, people lose more jobs. When gold price going back up, it means that the economy is doing well. Yada. We're going with a sideways action over the past few days. Yeah, nothing, not really special, but we have been seeing a bit of a bullish continuation from the bullish divergence. We just corrected from this bearish divergence, and we have hit oversold. So, we expect gold to just no, not gold, sorry. Not gold, but copper to keep on rising. It means I'm betting along with the economy. I will expect it to go on ABC structure and this correct me. It could be a steeper correction, could be, but still bullish on it on the long term. Metals are very bullish. And copper was used as currencies before. Maybe people might flock to it because they see it cheap. That would be funny if that actually happens. Silver, a bit of a pullback. Yeah, we are obviously very bullish on silver ever since this. I haven't seen any entry because there's no oversold. Like, how can I get? I wouldn't enter on green. Maybe on this, probably value area high. Yeah, I expect a pullback to the to 47 per ounces. Yeah, or maybe 49 is a good buying opportunity. 49. Everything is just, basically just wait for pullbacks to 49, to 49, and then long. Yeah, a little bit of long buy position. Or US oil is, my last date was about really painful, but they not much. The economy is really stagnant at this point, triple version, but technicals are bullish divergent. Would be a better place to go long or not. This was back in May. Back in May. I have never realized how similar it is to the DXY. It looks okay. Yeah, daily DXY and this like oil. You see similarities? No, that's fine. Okay, oil. Yeah, no trade. I don't even know what is happening here. I mean, or rather just go long rather than shorts. Probably for oil rather long than short. No, Zen should be Zan. Okay, for crypto, I'm having a Bitcoin trade long in here. Make it some bits back in my Discord server back in here. We're considering just put the solar to here, or even just let it run. But why do I belong Bitcoin? Why? Uh, why do I even long Bitcoin? I don't really know. Okay, this is a trade making. That doesn't. This was an Ethereum trade. Did I actually stop profit it faster than I thought? My initial point was this, but it got lower. So will be like that. That's a bit too optimistic. Can I just do some technical analysis here? Okay, firstly, Bitcoin. Um, it's actually Bitcoin more than other assets, so I will pay more attention to it. I could be back against this, could be back against this low, or could be back against this low. It really doesn't matter. If you're taking on it from a range, yeah, we are personal. It depends on why people just place it and just make it easier to place. Let's play it on a macro. Okay, we are still above this. If you break below this, if we break below this bear market, have a candle close below the bottom weighted average price, below 120, 102. I think we'll have head to a bear market. This level has been respected 3 times and it has been broken. I really should have checked this more, the green line. Yeah, I really check this more. Because I have like a EMA. So not really an EMA. And you're looking at that from the top, maybe from the top in here. Our, our, our top, we are actually hitting the support of the resistance. We could, if we break above this position, we break above this, I would expect targets higher. Although already have some long scalps. I'd rather use scalps and then just get over it. Could be like it could go both ways. Like if this is bad, then you go back, invalidated, go back up down, and all these things this can happen. And that's real implies we're still in bull market and not the bear market. But also, if I would still be more bullish on Bitcoin than I'm bearish. I see a bit because firstly, with 10 years, with 10 years go trending up, it means that people are easing liquidity if you're not putting money in the bank. Get your high jumps. And we look at the Bitcoin to gold ratio. Bitcoin is heavily undervalued to gold. Looking at it from a weekly perspective, yes, we have nearly hit oversold, so that's why I'm planning to go long to the reversal because I expect gold to cool down. Although it will go up a bit and then it will cool down. And then it would and Bitcoin will go sideways. I expect Bitcoin to go a bit sideways. But then it's up. It means that gold is trending up down, gold is trending down, but Bitcoin is just going sideways, so everything will go here go sideways. Bitcoin much more valuable than gold. You one Bitcoin is like what 25 pieces of gold. Yeah, that's like a lot of gold. And next, I'll have to look at the stablecoin dominance. I am betting against it. Betting against the stablecoin dominance. Okay, high low. High has been high lows on the RSI. Better to just bet against it. Better to bet against it and put and my target will be all the way down here. Still be of course all the way down there, or could be along the way of anything. Anyway, just shorting this means I'm bullish on Bitcoin. That's one. That's one uh, indication. And next is the VIX, the volatility S&P 500 index. The stock market has been seeing a bit of a sell-off following Trump news, and every time we have seen this drop in the S&P index, the volatility index, could be a bit rally higher. Okay, high lows on the RSI hit oversold of 4 hours. That's bullish. Bitcoin dominance. Who are you more bullish? Are you bullish on Bitcoin? But am I bullish on other altcoins? As to say, could be a bearish continuation for the Bitcoins for the stablecoin Bitcoin dominance. Though higher highs, they just drop down or long. So you're looking at for a 4 hour time frame. So one bullish indication makes one bullish indication, one bullish indication, one bullish. I have 4 out of 5 bullish indication. 4 out of 5 bullish indication. So holding longs, of course. Of course, be holding longs, man. I really surprised that my Ethereum trade got kind of not really stopped out, but I don't know when this happened. Okay, the let's see the execution mark, see the 5 minute time frame. Oh wow. Oh yeah, I got to stop out from here. Huh? No, well, I've got a lot more, but doesn't really matter anyways. Yeah, whales manipulating. I cover some of the channel here. I don't really trade. I trade only mainly just Sui. Got a good bit on Sui a few hours back. Let me just check some of the altcoins. Yeah, Sui is like bouncing much higher. It hit my take profit level sooner than I expected. I think my take profit level was like 12 to 29, 5 to 59, 5, 9 to 59. is around we, because we is a 50 summer road. That's how I interpreted this bump on the road and this wick up it and it will trigger a sell off. So, but it got evaluated. So such the case. Yeah, and on the risk shorter, pullback is imminent. And pullback is definitely going to happen, and that is another chance to go low. Overbought also on the daily is still bullish divergence. You just need to be bullish on Bitcoin to be bullish on everything else. BNB, BNB has hit the support. Some basic technical analysis. We use weekly, most recent low, second most recent low, and third most recent. Yes, yes, only because it got divided. Yeah, like heck, you know this because it was too far away. So we will left with this. Then Bitcoin, BNB, not that. BNB has hit this support area. Now it's bouncing back. Yeah, bullish on BNB means that we bullish on the time crypto market. But BNB has seen like a 22%, 24% correction. That's something to be a bit wary about. The bear market is very near, very near. We have seen, yeah, it take a very long time to play out because that's the bearish divergence. Uh, we'll look for shorts. Doge is at this low, not really exciting to look at. You'll be bearish on it. Solana, we look for long Solana for 3 on risk to reward ratio. Solana, you will left on this low, yeah, with this low, choose around that. We have hit this area of support, so I would looking to go long, of course. I mean, it's better to go long when it's still low rather to go short when it's low. Don't need to that. Sometimes it's fine to buy on green candles and sometimes it's not. But green candles in here is fine. Long, but not open any position on Solana because I'm bullish on it. I have safer margin for like much safer bets like Bitcoin and Ethereum. Why? Because of this candle. I don't want to look at this one. I'd rather buy it when Trump is still asleep, so it only can't really rock me. So overall for crypto and for any other assets, crypto, Lenon. What is Lenon? No, bullish on range sentiment. Just go long on this. Like you just look at the liquidation heat map, you have like what this on just on Binance, 5 billion exchange liquidation map. Oh wow, what is this? How did this high up so much? Okay, this is much better. There's like $30 billion, and a lot of seats sitting right in 110K. People going short when it's like really low. Although like this long, it's really good back in 55, 59K. Max pain is 88K. I will take a look on into it. Don't really know what 88K. Oh yeah, yeah. 89. More so or less. We'll bring the stop loss pack below this. Like what? I don't really. That's this basic. That is the place that I want to buy. I would place the buy order on here and just see if it's going to be filled. That would be so fun. Wow. 10% risk. Yeah, no. Let's put this on us. Okay, modify order quantity. Um, okay, there's some. Okay. Hmm. Let's go to 1%. They put one lot. Yeah, much feasible. Syrian. Yeah, I could be up long. Close with bullish on this. On a Syrian. It's the VWAP volume weighted average price. If we get below this, it will be more bearish. But if we still above this final resistance, yeah, I will still be bullish on crypto. So that is it for this video. I hope you find it fun to listen to, and I will expect it. I will expect to make more videos on the upcoming time. So see you on the next video. Bye and have a nice weekend.